Good morning, students. Today I am going to start chapter 12, that is Turkish invasions in North India. In this chapter, first we will discuss the topic Mahmud of Ghazni, and in this topic first we will know what was the condition of North India in earlier medieval period. It means on that time. After that we will know how did Mahmud Ghazni extend his power. After that we will know why did Mahmud Ghazni decide to attack in India, and what were the main effects of the invasion of Mahmud Ghazni. Let's proceed ahead. First, we will know what was the condition of North India on that time. I have already discussed in previous chapter that after the death of Harshvardhan in AD 647, his empire broke up into a number of small kingdoms. In the period from AD 750 to 1000, three dynasties came into provinces in the north and Deccan part of India. These were the Gurjar Pratihars, Pals and Rashtrakutas. They continuously fought and tried to gain control over each other's land, but none of them succeeded for any length of time. Around the end of 10th century AD, the power of these kingdoms declined simultaneously. Most of these areas were controlled by Rajputs. These Rajput rulers were not on friendly terms with each other. The frequent wars among the Rajputs resulted in political disunity in North India. This attracted invasions by the Turks. Thus, Turkish invaders benefited from their conflicts. After that, we will know how did Mahmud Ghazni extend his power and why did Mahmud Ghazni decide to attack India. Abbasid Caliphs of Baghdad recruited the Turk as guards and professional soldiers. Is it clear? Abbasid Caliphs of Baghdad recruited the Turks as guards and professional soldiers. By the end of the 9th century, the power of Caliph weakened. Turks slowly took over the power and became governors of the provinces. Some of them exerted their independence from the caliphs. One governor who conquered Ghazni in Afghanistan started a new lineage of rulers known as Ghaznavid. Mahmud Ghazni was born in 971 CE. He ruled from AD 998 to 1030. He extended his control over parts of Central Asia, Iran and northwestern part of subcontinent. In order to bring back wealth and build a large army, he raided the Indian subcontinent 17 times between AD 1000 to 1027. Why he attacked in India? It is because he wanted to make Ghazni, a small, hilly and poor region, into a powerful empire. So, first he gained the control of Afghanistan and Khurasan. After that, he was attracted by the great wealth of India. He mainly attacked the temple towns in northern India. This was because he had heard that there was much gold and jewelry kept in the big temples of India. Destroying temples had another advantage. He obtained religious merit by destroying images. That is why he is called idol breaker. So he destroyed the temples and took away gold and jewelry. Some of his famous campaigns were against Nagarkot, Thaneshwar, Mathura and Kannauj. His 15th invasions against the temple of Somnath in Gujarat was the most disastrous one. Attacked on Somnath temple in 1025 CE. This temple is situated on the sea coast of Gujarat. Rajput warrior put up a stiff resistance but lost the battle. Mahmud broke the idol of Somnath and looted property worth 20 million rupees. Some historians are of opinion that the main objective of Mahmud Ghazni was to propagate Islam and gain popularity among Muslims. After that, we will know what were the main effects of the invasions of Mahmud Ghazni. Mahmud's invasions exposed the weakness of Indian rulers and paved the way for the establishment of Muslim ruler in India. Again I repeat, Mahmud's invasions exposed the weakness of Indian rulers and paved the way for the establishment of Muslim rule in India. Trade interest also attracted many Muslims to settle in India. This period also saw the development of close cultural interaction between India and Islamic Central Asia. But Mahmud's destruction of valuable and artistic temples and idols was a great loss to Indian heritage. Do you know? Mahmud Ghazni is remembered as a plunderer of towns and temples in India. But in his own country, in India, Mahmud is remembered as a plunderer of towns and temples in India. But in his own country, he is remembered as a great builder of beautiful mosques, palaces and libraries. Firdausi, a famous poet, wrote Shahnama, in which he praised the steps that Mahmud Ghazni took to propagate Islam and to build up Ghazni as a great empire. He also instructed Al-Biruni to write an account of the Indian subcontinent known as Kitab al-Hind. Al-Biruni lived for many years in India, learned Sanskrit and wrote an excellent book on India named Kitabul Hind. We will discuss important questions. First question is, why Mahmud attacked on India? Answer is, Mahmud wanted to make Ghazni, a small hilly and poor region, into a powerful empire. Now second question is, what attracted the Turks to India? The political disunity in northern India and the great wealth of India attracted the Turks to India. Third question, list the places that were invaded by Mahmud Ghazni in India. Answer is, important places that were invaded by Mahmud Ghazni in India are Nagarkot, Thanishwar, Mathura, Kannauj and Gujarat. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.